Yeah, so by the way, this is before I start the video, this is me from the future. This is me after I've recorded all the audio, and I'm just gonna say I'm gonna add like a bleep for every time I swear in this video, because I've got a feeling there's gonna be a lot of bleeps. It's late in the night. I usually swear when it's late in the night, so yeah. But let's move on to the video. Okay, so Hell in a Cell was a couple of days ago, and I'm like genuinely impressed at how underwhelming this pay-per-view was, because I get that the television as like Raw has been horrible, SmackDown's been good, but Raw has been horrible, and it was like like Raw has been horrible, but pay-per-views have been kind of good. You know, WrestleMania was a good pay-per-view, Backlash was an okay pay-per-view, but this, man, there was only like one or two great matches, or like good matches, which we're gonna talk about. But yeah, here it is, recording this late in the night, but my review of Hell in a Cell 2021. So yeah, the first match was actually some pre-show match that I didn't watch, because I don't watch the pre-show. It was Natalia and Mandy Rose. Wow, what a interesting match. Like, I literally I do not care. I have there's nothing interesting. But Bianca Belair faced Bayley in the show opener in a Hell in a Cell match, and it's like, yeah, it's a Hell in a Cell match, and Hell in a Cell matches on paper should deliver, but this match, it didn't feel brutal enough, if you know where I'm coming from. It didn't feel like a Hell in a Cell match, you know, like the Triple H versus The Undertaker, or The Undertaker versus what's his name, Shane McMahon, whatever, those kinds of matches. It didn't have that sort of vibe, and it's a shame, but there was just all mind. Probably gonna have to bleep that, but yeah, Bayley was like trying to handcuff Bianca to the ropes or whatever, trying to step on Bianca's hair, but Bianca won, and there's not much left to say. It was just it felt like a random match on SmackDown. But this was the opener of one of the most important pay-per-views of the year. So yeah, I'm just gonna let that one kind of. I'm not gonna talk about that one for much longer. Okay, so yeah, the next match was Seth Rollins versus Cesaro, and Cesaro. No, Cesaro didn't win. Seth Rollins won, and I said from the predictions video that Rollins was probably gonna win, and he did cleanly. I think, despite being a heel, I think he pinned him clean. And there's not much left to say. I already said that Rollins was probably gonna win in my last video, so I'm not really gonna go so deeply into this match, if you know what I'm saying. But yeah, I like this storyline, by the way. yeah, anywhere like Seth Rollins can make like, yeah, Seth Rollins anywhere wherever Seth Rollins is, the focus of the show also probably is, if you know what I'm saying. Like Seth Rollins makes good storylines all the time. He has the capability to make great storylines, to tell great storylines. He's a good wrestler. What am I getting out of this? But an okay match. Yeah. Okay. Here comes the mind. Here comes the Alexa Bliss versus Shayna Baszler, and Alexa Bliss just squashed one of the greatest wrestlers, one of the in kayfabe, one of the most vicious wrestlers on the planet. Like Shayna Baszler was the girl or woman who went on an absolute warpath, biting people to like making Becky Lynch bleed from her neck because Baszler just wanted to bite her or whatever. She was the most brutal female wrestler on the planet. No, at least in WWE, like with the PG environment and But then Alexa Bliss just squashes her. Yeah, at least she didn't bring out a fireball. At least she didn't give Shayna Baszler third-degree burns. At least Baszler could react to her loss instead of just kind of laying there like Randy Orton did at Fastlane. I keep on bringing up that fucking match, by the way. Yeah, by the way, do I sound tired? Because I think I do. It's late in the night. It's been a long day. I've had people, I've had guests at home, and they're gone now. And I'm just recording this video. I guess let's just move on. Let's move on to the next match, because I can't really react to I can't react to this match like Shayna Baszler being squashed. I just can't react to that. But yeah, next match. Oh yeah, we are moving on because there was a match between Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens, two Canadian people who have had they've chatted 20 years, if you know what I'm saying. But I'm not going to talk about that match very much because it was just Sami Zayn just won. Like, there was no Logan Paul, there was no Jake Paul, there was nothing. Sami Zayn just won. But a match that I am going to talk about, and I'm really frustrated about this because, yeah, you'll hear why. Rhea Ripley is kind of a heel, but Charlotte is also a heel. But Rhea Ripley disqualifies herself on purpose to retain the title. And it's like, oh yeah, cool. Now Charlotte is gonna get her 500th Raw Women's title shot this summer. And yeah, so I wasn't very impressed. And I'll say, I've said it before, I'll say it again. It's not because Charlotte isn't a good wrestler. It's just that she's getting pushed to the moon. And you know, she's had like 14 women's titles, I think. It took John Cena nearly 2 decades, or at least like 15 years almost, to it took John Cena almost 15 years to get his 16th world championship. Charlotte has gotten 14, which is almost the same, in less than half of that time. And people were f***ing tired of John Cena. But now, oh, how very cool, Charlotte is getting another title shot at Money in the Bank. Very cool. Ugh. Yeah, I'm not very impressed. Let's move on to the main event. Okay, so finally we get to something that I was genuinely excited for. A match that could have gone either way, but it went the right way, since now Drew McIntyre isn't gonna have another title shot as long as Bobby Lashley is the champion. And it's like, yeah, cool. I love it. I love it. I absolutely love it. I do not know how to express my joy this late in the night. And it's not like it was a great match. I mean, it was certainly the best Hell in a Cell match this night, that pay-per-view, but that doesn't really say much, which is a surprise since the pay-per-view is called Hell in a Cell. But it was an okay match, and it ended with some surprise roll-up bullshit. I don't know. I don't remember. I just remember that Bobby Lashley won, and Bobby Lashley and MVP were quite happy about it. And I was too. I'm not just because I'm 30 years old doesn't mean that I always cheer for the babyface. Because I didn't want to see Drew McIntyre get his 561st title shot. I just didn't want to see that. But yeah, that's kind of been it. I saved the best till last, and yeah, it's quite late in the night. I'm gonna just say that please subscribe, like, comment, everything. I don't know. But as always, peace.